AFRM. Okay, so I'm gonna do an updated video on this. Someone left in the comments they wanted to see an update, so I figured I'd do this quick for them. So yeah, I drew this out a few days ago. I think August 25th is when I went over it the first time. So I was based on this day here, and obviously totally crushed this $16 level, and then what I was looking for was price to possibly pull back to buy this, but I didn't. There was so much momentum behind this, I didn't think it would actually pull back. I just knew that it could potentially, and that would be where I would want to buy it. So obviously this didn't play out, but I said that price would come up to around 20 bucks here, which it is heading there. It looks like relatively shortly here. So this is its major zone now, though. So I think it could definitely run out of momentum now. So I'll just clean these all up, and we'll just see. I don't know if I'd really want to short this, to be honest, just because there's so much momentum on this. So even if it sells off here, which I think it could definitely start right around this $20 area, there's so much going into it. Like you can see from this area here, it's just been straight up. So and price is way above this daily moving average. So I wouldn't look for a short position on this yet. I mean, unless it really went stagnant up here and then for a little while into next month. This is the end of the month here. So into next month, which would be the rest of this week first, and then the following week, if it went super stagnant, never broke above 20 bucks here, then I could see it maybe starting to sell off then, and then maybe probably taking a short position on it. But don't really like to counter trend trade. I mean, even though this area has been respected 3 times, and so like I bet you there will be a lot of sell entries around here, especially based on price breaking below this zone. There'll probably be a lot of sells. However, there's just too much momentum here, and so my next take on this would actually be a buy position, but it would be a little bit lower, and I would find a liquidity zone. This is the first one that jumps out. This is the 4-hour time frame. You can see price respected this area a few times and then broke it here, came back down with a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a sell-off, and then held, and now boom, straight up. So right around about 1750 would be my kind of just based on pricing right now would be my entry. Obviously I'd have to wait for price to come back down to that area and then make sure structure and everything else is there before taking the entry. But I mean, this is something that I would probably look at, and then if it did this, and I bet you this lines up really well with the Fibonacci. Yeah, so it's actually a little bit above this 38.2, but I could see it. So I could see it dipping down past 1750 a little bit, getting all the prices filled between 1750 and $17, and then if that holds that, and let's say this is next month's play over here. So let's just say price comes up to around here, starts selling off, and it hits this 38.2 level down here and holds. That would be ripe for a buy, because that tells me that, and it's still way above the moving average on the 4-hour and the daily. You can see the daily is way down here. So and you actually had a lot of momentum. I didn't notice this before, but since May you had a lot of momentum right through. I mean, this was super bullish. So really all this might have been was a pullback, and then obviously struggled to break the zone the first time, but could break it the second time. So, and with how today's looking, I mean, it's pretty bullish, and I mean, it's possible the rest of the week actually does break this zone, and then we'll have to reevaluate everything. But I'm still looking for buys on this, but I want it to come down a little bit. I want to buy it on sale. I don't want to buy it at the top, which is what a lot of people do. I mean, if you're a momentum trader and it works for you, then by all means do it. But for me, I like to wait till things come back on price, or back on sale, at the right price to buy it. So between 1750 and about 17 bucks is where I'm looking at to potentially buy this AFRM. So obviously it's super bullish, and I'm confident in buying it, but it's got to come down a little bit for me, and I think it will. I think you just got to give it time, let this close off at the end of the month, and just see if everyone takes their profit at the end of the month here. These next few days, we have technically today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So it's possible that people start taking their profits and this dips below this zone, and then into the first week of September, price ends up around 1750, and then is ripe for a buy. So that's my take on AFRM, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.